Woo, woo, woo.
Work, 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 work. Give me work, 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 work. Give me work, 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 work. Give me work, 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 work. Rihanna,
Girl, another one?
you didn't tell us.
She's like the queen of pregnancy reveals.
Yes.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Met Gala.
Mm-hmm. She looked cute too.
She did.
She looked really cute in her little outfit. I'm like, hey, go Rihanna.
Yeah, she's super cute.
If you're begging, I'm not necessarily begging for a new album from her, but if you're one of those fans that are, then I just think y'all just need to go ahead and just call it a day.
No, she said it's happening.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, they asked her about it. They said, "Oh, is S9 not or R9 not happening now?" And she was like, "I can still sing." So,
okay.
No,
I don't
7.
know. We'll see. We've
She
been
said-
waiting for.
How long has it been since her last album?
I don't know. That's what I was like. Y'all just need that girl got Fenty money. She's making babies. She's not any. That's why I was like. I mean, it's fine.
Don't blame her.
Yeah.
No, but she said it's coming. She said she
Yes,
can still sing
Okay.
because they said, "Is this going to postpone it even further?"
I see.
She said,
My favorite Rihanna song is "Breaking Dishes." Breaking dishes up in here all night. I ain't gonna stop until I see police and lights. I'm a fighter man. It's a good song.
"No, what my favorite Rihanna? I feel like I probably like a lot more Riri songs than I know."
Oh yeah,
I can't. I don't.
Riri's
I
got
can't
the
even
hits.
think.
She's got the hits.
Yeah, she does.
Yes. So yay.
And she looked great.
Yes. Well, speaking of looking great at the Met Gala, that was fun. The Met Gala was fun this year.
It was fun this year.
The theme. Do you know what the official theme was called?
Superfine tailoring black style.
Imagine at the pitch meeting, they were like, "Superfine tailoring black style,"
And everyone was like, That's exactly how that happened.
Yep, that's exactly. I'm like, y'all was at the meeting. We were. We know.
We didn't let the garden people have their time again.
Yes.
It was a little confusing.
No, I remember because Leslie was like, what was the thing last year? Something about a spring or garden. And I was like, I specifically remember Leslie being like, us looking at pictures and you being like, what was the theme?
Yeah.
Like, the
so
spring?
And they're like, it's a metaphorical garden. Like, okay, well, say a metaphorical garden then, because you got people out here like dipped in flowers. Wild.
But this one was fun.
This one was fun.
Yeah, and the focus was like Black Dandy-ism, like a Cab Calloway type. It was I feel like they really came through. The looks came through.
Who were your favorite looks? Who were some of your favorites?
I liked. Hold on, I wrote them down. Oh, did you see Damson Idris? And he had the motorcycle suit, and then
yeah, that was cool.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Andre 3000 because he had the piano.
The piano.
I'm thinking it was like he's carrying music on his back.
Well, he also just this week released a new album that's all piano music.
Oh, all piano?
It's all piano.
It's not lyrics. It's like the jazz flute.
Jazz flute. I know there's lyrics and stuff, but remember like when you were a kid and you'd walk up to a piano and you'd be like, oh
no, yes.
And you'd be like, I could write music for scary movies. Like, what's hard about
yeah,
that's scary as hell. I feel a little bit like it's like
you listen to it?
I checked it out a little bit.
And
sorry, Andre, it was not my favorite right off the bat. I admittedly didn't listen to the whole thing, but
it didn't catch you like, hey ya, hey ya.
Yeah. No,
Don't want to beat your daddy.
Yeah. Roses really smell like there was a time with Andre 3000.
Yeah, we had fun.
I saw him. I didn't get to see him, but one time at Twisted Root, he pulled up and got a veggie burger, and I was like, I missed Andre 3000.
Oh, no.
I was so disappointed.
Yeah, that was there's a time. Outkast was a time, and like I'm kind of sad that sometimes I'll see pictures of Andre 3000 and Erykah Badu together, and I think that was such a lovely match.
Yeah.
Like, y'all can make it work for us.
They still make music together and are friendly and stuff,
Yes,
though.
but I want them to be together.
Oh.
But maybe they're both too free spirited to be like locked down in a relationship.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I thought that was fun.
Maybe their relationship doesn't need limits.
Exactly.
Definitions.
Yes. Yeah. You're right.
But, Zendaya looked great.
Zendaya. I think she's probably my favorite.
But also, who was the girl that dressed very similarly to her? There was another girl,
like a model or something. Wasn't she?
I mean, almost.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, Zendaya.
Yeah. And Janelle Monáe. She looked amazing.
Love her.
She is probably like one of the most gorgeous women ever.
Yeah.
She's like
she can make you feel ways about yourself, about her, about women in general.
Yeah, she is freakishly like, girl, why are you looking so good?
Why are you so fine?
Like, this is
it is not fair for the rest of us,
right.
But girl.
Exactly. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she is.
Tiana Taylor.
Yes, she
looked amazing. And then you see Diana Ross.
Yes, I love Diana Ross's look.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot more fun than it had been in the past years.
Yeah, I think that they were like, black? You say black? And like everybody showed out.
Yes. Yeah, all the
like black entertainment has been like everybody's talking about like sinners and stuff.
Yes.
Like, you know, if you make stuff for the people that's not I've seen a lot of TikToks about it, and they're saying like scary movies for black people is we're yelling at the screen like, why are you doing that? You can't do that. And then like Ryan Coogler is doing like actual scary movies, and what's the other Jordan Peele like actually scary.
The new Jordan Peele coming out in September.
Well, I haven't.
Oh my god, it's gonna have Marlon Wayans. And they are and I can't remember. I don't know who else is in it. All I know Marlon Wayans is what I was like, yes. And he's like a football player, like a pro football player, like on the like an older one, like about to retire. And a new rookie's coming in to be the quarterback of a team, and they go to like a camp, like the retreat or something, and some stuff happens at the retreat. But just that setting of a scary movie is crazy, right?
See,
it's amazing.
Everybody's remaking stuff, and there's plenty of stuff that hadn't even been thought of. Different perspectives.
Yes. LJ, he brought me a different perspective on, like, you know, how they do the race swapping, like Black Little Mermaid. That's what we call it in our house. I would say Black Little Mermaid.
Didn't she used to call it Little Black Mermaid?
That's what. Yes, yeah. Because you can't say Little Mermaid. Because which one are you talking about? They're both great. I need to know which one you're talking about. So that's what we say, like Black Little Mermaid. Or Little Mermaid. Okay. So, but he doesn't like the idea of rice wrapping because he just like, well, just give us a new story. Just give us our own characters. Like, that's fine. Little Mermaid can be white. It's fine. But we would just rather, and that's true because the new stories are way.
Yeah, she ain't the only mermaid.
Yeah. And they're so much more interesting. Look how we're acting at Sinners. We're like, oh my God. Like, yeah.
Randy saw it and she really enjoyed it too. Yes. I haven't seen it yet. I don't.
Yeah, you don't get to go. You'd have to literally, because Paul doesn't go to the movies, does he? He didn't watch movies?
Nobody has the attention span in my house.
Well, we'll have to go.
Okay.
Just like we went to Wicked.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I mean, I love the movies. I was a movie kid back in the day.
You would love Sinners.
Yeah.
We'll have to go.
I love a vampire movie too.
Yeah. We'll have to go for show. All
right.
Sorry, friend. But yes, so yeah, everyone, is there somebody that you like? Specifically,
I specifically wanted to mention Andre 3000's piano outfit because I did check out the album and I was like,
oh, that's what led you to the okay, I got you.
Yeah, when I saw the piano, I was like,
that's what good journalistic research that is, Leslie. You're like, what's he doing?
Why is this? I actually follow Andre, like I follow him on Spotify, and I got a new album thing, and then it's like 7 piano songs or something, and so I checked it out on my way to Fort Worth, Texas, and
here we are.
Here we are.
So, but his jazz flute album got nominated for Album of the Year,
and he won.
Album of the year.
Not album of the year. He won something for it.
Oh, so but the jazz, maybe the jazz piano. Jazz is different. Maybe we don't understand jazz.
I was in jazz band.
Oh.
I was lead tenor in my jazz band.
Sorry,
like
jazz.
I
I was trying to have your back. I don't know.
Learned about jazz band.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about piano though. Like it's just check it out. Let me know what you think.
Okay, all right. All right.
But no, that's all the Met Gala stuff I have.
Oh wait, and this is what, because I took a screenshot of, in case you're still wondering about the daggum, what do you call it? The theme. Because I took a bunch of selfies of myself the other day because I thought I looked cute.
Your newest TikTok is so funny. You in the car.
Oh, yes.
I was cracking up. Y'all check out Ramelle the Realtor.
Thanks, girl. Okay, so this is what, I thought it was a really good explanation of what happened, or whatever, the theme.
Just listen.
Yes. This year's Met Gala theme, tailored for you, is based on the forthcoming exhibition Superfine, Tailoring Black Style, which examines the emergence of the Black dandy and their impact on culture throughout history. Dandyism is a way of being that is laser focused on aesthetics as it pertains to self-presentation, expression, curation, and how those things contribute to how he or she moves about the world.
Very nice.
Yeah. And the whole thing about how, because Black men are known for being really well dressers. Like when they're dapper, they are dapper.
Give me a dapper Black man.
Right?
I will hang. I am in awe.
Right? My dad's friend, Frank Ross. Hey, Frank Ross. But he dresses, he's always dressed really nice, looks really nice. And I'll never forget, I probably have said this on the podcast before, but my mom, because my dad, on the other hand, is we have to dress him Daddy, put on a different shirt.
Casual,
yeah, he is not worried about all that. He has a charming personality, and he's I will let that shine through.
Right.
So so one time they were going somewhere, and he came out, my dad came out, and he was my mom was Milton, you can't go nowhere with Frank Ross looking like that. She was he gonna come in here looking clean as Crocs, and you looking like that. And so I always say clean as Crocs now. I'm you gonna come in here looking clean as Crocs.
Clean as Crocs.
I'm that's a good 70s, the 70s euphemism right there.
That is.
And I was he is gonna come in here looking clean as Crocs. Daddy, you do need to change.
She's got a point. Frank Ross, that's his name?
Frank Ross, yes.
It's Frank Ross, Daddy.
You're going to come over here looking clean. And it's clean Cadillac.
I'm going to go to your house. I'm going to be I'm so hungry. I can eat Frank Ross.
You totally should. Oh, my God. Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's all the Met Gala stuff.
Yeah, that's all I got the Met Gala. Oh, yeah, but then I don't know how we could lead up to some of Rihanna. Rihanna was there, but Rihanna took Blue Ivy to some show. Was it the Kendrick Lamar show?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, she was her chaperone because Blue Ivy was there with a boy. And so Rihanna, Rihanna and him was tight with the Carters. And speaking of the Carters, yesterday was 11 years, the infamous showdown in the elevator.
And the old Carters in the elevator.
Oh my God. And the picture, it says so much. It tells you everything.
We're going to put it right here.
Yeah.
No, girl, no.
I was you want me to do that?
You want me to put it in the screen? No, I will paste it here.
Okay, yeah. Oh my God, it's so great because it tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Because Solange is this. She's pissed.
She is not happy.
Still pissed. Beyonce is
she has a smirk.
She's crazy, but I love her.
Thanks, sis.
Thanks, sister. And then Jay is oh my God, she really hit me.
And then the person, there's another person who is turned back. I want to know what
who's
they
that?
saw.
Julian?
I don't know who that was.
Here, let me see.
There was a person. You see the back of their head.
let's see. I thought it was. Oh, this looks like she's like. Well, yeah. She's like, what?
Turned around, yeah.
She looking right at Jay-Z and Beyonce.
She is.
How's she not like going crazy? Like, oh my god! See, I'm glad it wasn't me because I would have ruined the picture. They would have been like looking at me like, and it would have totally ruined though. So she was just like, I'm very glad that she was calm like this. And then Julian is behind. Julian's like, oh my god, the stories that Julian knows. Oh, but okay. Anyway, I got off track. So yeah, I remember when that happened. They were about to go on the run tour. Well, they were all on the run tour, and they were about to come to Dallas. And like we had tickets, and I remember I was like, "Are y'all looking at tour?"
Even if y'all break up, the show goes on.
Yeah, I was like, "What?" And then we got Lemonade later on. So then that tells you, like, oh, that's why you beat his butt on that elevator. Oh, men. Even when they had Beyonce.
Yeah.
That tells you not to take it. So don't take it personal, ladies. Because like Beyonce and J-Lo and Jennifer Aniston and Shakira, they're all getting cheated on. It's funny. Yeah, so don't. And then, okay, so like on the Housewives and stuff, that's one thing I hate. If I was going to be on the Housewife, I would tell them to stop doing that because they use that as a weapon. Like, oh, that's why your husband out here cheating on you. And every time I'm like, first of all, stop. Like, find something else to.
That person is going to do what they're going to do. And
yes.
If being monogamous and if that is important to you, then you should find somebody that is also a characteristic that is important.
Don't weaponize it against any woman or man or anybody.
Yeah,
it's not nice. Don't do that. Shouldn't be using an argument. Like,
yeah, they're gonna go do what they're gonna do. I didn't make anybody do nothing,
right? So,
but also don't be insecure and accuse people of stuff all the time either. But if you have a spidey sense, then I don't know. That's a whole slippery slope. Just don't do it.
It's not nice.
It's not.
But whatever.
I'm like, just split up your assets.
If you need help in the divorce, selling your home, you know who you're gonna call?
Ramelle the Realtor.
Hey. So last week we did a whole podcast on lawyers in pop culture. So guess what we're doing this week? Realtors and pop culture.
Of course.
Yes, duh. Like, I'm mad that we took this long to even do that.
Honestly.
I'm like, oh.
Because I remember when we first started, it was like, which actually, this is our last episode of season 2. Mother's Day.
Mother's Day
is our mark. Mother's Day is this weekend. Mother's Day is our like season. Our first episode came out Mother's Day 2 years ago. So, I forget where I was going with that.
Because you said what? Oh well, because we said we can't believe it took us so long to get to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because when we first started, you had like the little clip where you did, and this is this, and this is that, and we could see.
Yeah, like everybody.
But we were trying.
Yeah,
but still, our most popular episode of the podcast is our Mother's Day episode.
Yes, our first episode,
our very first one.
Everybody was like, "I'm gonna listen," and then they were like, "That's enough."
They're like, "No, they are awful." Like for our
they're
first
corny.
One, of course we are. I'm terrified.
I got good feedback. They're like, it's funny, but I think it was some of it was some guys like who were just my friends trying to help. But I don't think this is like a guy podcast, so I'm not mad.
No.
Like I'm like, thank you for listening. No one.
Thank you for your feedback.
Yes, because I wouldn't listen to like some guy hunting podcast,
right? Fishing guide.
Yeah, like your man does. Like I'll listen to one time, honey, and then that's gonna be my support.
Here's your sign though to like give us another chance. If the only episode you've ever seen is our first,
that's true,
or heard is our first one, give us another chance. Because now we're talking about real estate in a fun pop culture way. There's a lot of real estate stuff in pop culture.
Yes. So let's start off with let's do TV characters. Or do you want to do movies? What should we do? I've got TV characters, movies.
Let's start off with TV characters. Okay. I feel like I don't know that many.
Okay, well, the best one, I'll save him for last. So Jen Harding in Dead to Me. That's
Oh,
Christina
yeah.
Applegate's character.
I only saw the first season of that.
I think I
didn't
saw
get
both, but I
finished.
barely remember. Like I can go back and watch it, but I saw both seasons. I think it's only 2, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
I've seen both because Chris Pine was in it, and I love Chris Pine.
Mm. And Christine Applegate got diagnosed with MS.
She
and
did.
She had to quit acting.
But I
Take a
feel
break.
like in the second one, you could tell she looked different in the
Yeah.
second season. So yes, but yeah, she's a
I
realtor.
love Christine Applegate.
Karen Calhoun in The Watcher, and that is played by our girl Jennifer Coolidge. And I don't even know what The Watcher is. I just discovered it. I was like, what?
Girl, I can't believe we talked about Legally Blonde last week and I didn't even mention Jennifer Coolidge at all.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did.
No, I just had my shirt on. We didn't forget to mention her.
No.
But we love some Jennifer Coolidge
Yes.
up in here.
Yes. Carol Stills from The Office. So Michael's the wife, the blonde lady in real life.
Yes.
That's his wife in real life, but she played his girlfriend very short time and his realtor.
Mm-hmm.
And he almost backed out of the house, and she was like, "Bro, you're gonna lose $7,000." And he was like, "Fine," because Dwight was trying to talk him out of it.
Don't be a Dwight. Let your realtor.
But no, I can't. Who was it? Was it Dwight? That doesn't make sense. I was trying to talk it out. Maybe it wasn't Dwight. Oh, because the house. Yeah, because the house. It was a house, not because he didn't want to be a homeowner. Just because like the walls were really thin, and it was in an HOA. You know, Dwight doesn't play all those games, which is valid.
That's fair.
But you shouldn't say on the date of closing.
Right. Have that discussion beforehand.
Yes. But she ended up dating him. And that's when she broke up. They broke up because Michael replaced his face with the kid's real dad on the picture. And she was like, that's weird. I'm breaking up with you.
Meanwhile, Robin Brown does that with Cody Brown on Sister Wives. And
what? She replaced his face?
Girl, she took a photo of Christine's kids and Cody and took the Cody with Christine's kids and replaced Christine's kids with her own children at that age. Like had an artist rendering of it. So it was Cody at that age with her kids at Christine's kids' age. And she was like, I made this for you. It's not a real memory, but I made it one because this photo exists now. And everyone's like, what the heck? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You can't do that, Robin.
That's really weird. That's extremely weird.
Very.
I
do remember.
Oh, okay. Okay, and then the most popular one, of course, is Phil Dunphy in Modern Family. He was fun. And he was okay, so remember the guy? Oh, he's always plays the asshole, and he's his rival. He's his rival realtor on there. Oh my gosh.
I haven't seen a lot of,
but you know who I'm talking
about. I feel like I know is exactly who you're talking about, and I literally don't even know who you're talking about. I feel like it's gonna be the attorney from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia that has normal sized hands, and Charlie's uncle wants to put his little hands underneath his big hands.
What? Him. That guy.
Oh, yeah. The Catalina wine mixer guy.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's like the rival realtor of the
All
town.
right.
Always doing, because Phil's a really nice guy, and he's always being shady and stuff. Fun stuff. Great. He has some great realtor quotes from he did like from Phil Dunphy, and he did a little stream of campaigns for realtors one time, like commercials.
I saw those.
Yeah.
I was looking up real pop culture realtor stuff, and some of those popped up, and I was like, "Ramelle should dub these. That's funny."
Right. I know. I was looking for something. I was like, I need to make a video of it somehow. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yes. So those are the ones in the TV characters. So in movies, we have a lot more. I think you can make more, like, it's kind of funny, because realtors are kind of funny. Like, it's a funny like job to make fun of.
Yeah.
You know? American Beauty.
Yeah, you did not. I remember Annette Bening. I will sell this house today.
Yes, but American Beauty, the whole movie was.
Yeah, it didn't age well at all. And in hindsight, it was ooky.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. The Lovely Bones, Stanley Tucci's character, which is a really ugly movie too.
Girl.
Yes, but I figured for the podcast, I was like, I guess. I Love You Man, Paul Rudd's character. I've only seen I Love You Man once or twice, so I barely remember. But yes.
Love me some Paul Rudd.
Because I had Paul Rudd and Jim Carrey in it, right? I Love You Man.
It had Paul Rudd and Jason Segel and Rashida Jones.
I Love You Man did? What am I thinking of? Yes Man. That had Jim Carrey.
That's Jim Carrey.
Well, then I need to watch that. Rashida Jones was the Paul Rudd's girlfriend?
Beyonce.
What? Okay, I need to watch that movie. I ain't seen that.
The whole premise is that Paul Rudd is a real estate agent, and he is going to sell Lou Ferrigno's house. And he's engaged to Rashida Jones, and he doesn't have a best man because all he does is work and go home. Like, he's just a really nice, good guy. And he doesn't have any guy friends.
Yes.
And so she sends him out to make friends, and he meets Jason Segel, and they have fish tacos together.
Yes.
And then Paul Rudd's all awkward, and they're hilarious. And
yes. Okay, I do.
A slap of the bass.
Gotcha.
That was that one.
Duplex, Ben Stiller's character, and that was a role to Andrew. Okay, so Sweet Home Alabama, Melanie Carmichael, she's not a realtor, but like it was just involved with like the decision of selling the home and stuff like that was involved. So I decided to put that in there.
Threw it in there.
I just threw it in there.
You have a baby
in a bar?
I love that chick that plays that character.
Demi Moore in An Indecent Proposal.
Oh.
She was a realtor. Remember that movie was so scandalous?
Yes.
And that was
dress. Yes.
Yes. And it ended up
in the helicopter.
Yeah. It was hard on their marriage. Well, yeah, duh, of course. I think that people don't realize. I think that's one thing that people don't realize about like that stuff like that. Like, wait, but it's $1 million. But yeah, that messes with you, everybody.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Yeah.
Bringing another person in the relationship or in the bedroom.
Yeah, all million of those dollars.
Sounds like fun. Till it's not.
I'm willing to try it out to see how I'm going to feel afterwards. I'm just kidding.
Right. Like, that's what everyone thinks. And then it's just like, it ruined everything.
I hated it.
Yeah.
To have $1 million.
That's why it's so taboo.
Yeah.
That's why it's not done normally.
It was Woody Harrelson and Demi Moore, but who was the millionaire?
Wasn't it Richard Gere?
Was it?
Or Robert Redford? Hold on. We'll get right to you. How you spell indecent? There you go. That was 1993. We were young.
Probably way too young to be watching that.
I think I didn't watch it till later.
Oh yeah,
Robert Redford. Oh, he looked fine too. Robert Redford. Okay, indecent.
$1 million.
I mean, but movies like this make you be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't take that $1 million to sleep with this person because I'm married and it might mess up our shit.
Maybe.
But remember the dress?
Mm-hmm.
That was like the sexy dress.
Super sexy.
Demi Moore is sexy.
She is.
Robert Redford was sexy.
And Woody Harrelson's in it.
But Woody Harrelson has a little sexy. He has something, especially young Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, he had some. And White Men Can't Jump.
Yeah. And his personality so cute that you'd be like, all right, come over here, buddy. Come over here, boy. Yes. This is a good one. Derek Huff and Step Brothers. It makes sense. But it's so funny because like, why do the realtors in movies have to be assholes? Why we gotta be jerks? But yeah, that's why it's funny.
I love their acapella singing in the car as a family.
Yes, I love. What's this? Adam Scott?
Yeah,
I like Adam Scott.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, I gotta watch Severance. That's on my queue too.
On
at one
list.
point, it's on my list. I'm gonna watch it one day. I heard it was so good.
Yeah, I have heard good things about it.
Yes, and then my last one. This is not a movie, but in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Kyle is probably one of my least favorite housewives. And she's so beloved. Everybody just loves Kyle. But I don't. And I'll say it with my chest.
Heard it here.
Oh, she just gets on. She's messing up the show. She's messing up the show.
But she's a realtor and she's messing up the show?
No, so her husband, Mauricio, is a realtor and he owns the agency. And the agency is like international, like
real estate.
Yeah, it's like chained. Like, dude, I bet you they are
commercial real estate.
Yeah, they are worth I don't know. Let me see how much the agency, it is worth a lot of money. I want to say $1 billion. The agency from, how do I say? Oh, no, I'm doing Mauricio. Mauricio
I don't know.
Mauricio Umansky. He's a real estate broker. What do I say? How much is the agency worth?
I guess
How
so.
much is Mauricio? What is it? Umansky worth? This says only 100 million. That's not right.
That's his net worth.
Yeah.
Not his company.
Oh, look, no, I knew I saw $1 billion, and they sold $4 billion worth of real estate last year. Like, it's crazy.
That's a lot.
It's just so whatever. The agency is making bank, and so I think and then from her help, because she's not an agent, but when it started really blowing up whenever she got on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So, and I think that's why they haven't divorced yet. I think there's way too many assets, way too many, because they like split, and it's crazy. I don't know, but they're not divorced yet, and I think it's just too much.
How do you split it? I don't know.
Yes, I think if it's up to them, they'll probably just do their own thing and just not divorce. I think if they're like, we'll just do this,
we'll just make it okay,
because they get along.
Yeah,
it's not contentious.
Yeah.
They're just like outgrew each other.
Right.
So anyway, and then of course I love a good. I had a whole HGTV. Like that was part of my life at one point. It still is every once in a while, not as much, but
see, I never got into that stuff,
none
and
of
I really didn't. And I think that like a lot of my friends who would watch a lot of HGTV and like look on Zillow and like talk about houses and like wanted to go like learn stuff about, they all have homes now, and I didn't do it because I was like, I'm not in a position to buy a house. Why would I look at house stuff? What am I gonna renovate? Nothing. And so I never watched that. But the people that did, I think that that's something to it, because they actually have homes now. Like, you manifested yourself into one because you surrounded yourself in that. So I did not watch a lot of HGTV.
Word. I had a time. Like, I like a good House Hunters International, Beachfront, Bargain Front.
I do. I will watch those sometimes.
Lake House, Bargain Front.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said before, the remodel ones aren't my favorite, just because they take the whole show. I don't really care. I just want to see the before and after. I don't need to see the antics in between.
Unless it's Trading Places, and you've done a terrible job. Yeah. Then I want to see it all.
Then I want to see everything. But yeah, those are not my favorite. I'll watch them, but they're just not my favorite. $1 Million, was it? Lottery Home? That's fun.
Yeah, the Lottery Home one.
Yeah, so I can watch those. Those are fun. But, and the international, it's made me realize that I think the only, like, internationally I could live, like, probably in, like, Mexico. But I don't like the houses. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the world. I don't like your houses. Like,
what's
the
your
ones
ideal style home?
Something very, like, if I move, okay, I guess it depends on where I am. I'll can go to the aesthetic to where when I move, like, here, if I stay here, and then I'm going to live somewhere in Van Zandt County, like almost East Texas, but like close enough so I can be here and like where it's trees and stuff. I'm going to be in a log cabin. And then, but like Mexico, I could do something open and nice and airy. And I like that. That's one where it's outside but inside.
I love outside but inside houses. And
I could do that in Asia, like in some like Thailand, something. But like, I don't like maybe it's European. I got a problem with Europe. I'm so sorry. The more I talk, to realize I just really do. I got a problem with them.
A little bit.
I'm really sorry.
The houses in Italy are gorgeous.
Maybe Italy. I don't like it because they don't be having ovens and stoves. Why don't they have ovens?
Oh yeah, all their laundry stuff is in the kitchen.
Yeah, and like it's just really weird. The bathrooms are really small. It's really small. A lot of this stuff. I'm sure because it's like really old and we're all bigger now, and now we need more space. Like even older homes here, they have no closets.
Right.
Like none. And now we're like, we need
tiny bathrooms.
Yes. So you can imagine in Europe, they had a whole civilization before we were even over here. So they were really tiny. So it's just, I don't like that. I want a microwave. I want an oven. I want a stove.
I feel like they have ovens and stoves.
But in Italy, it's hard to have a dryer. Not everybody has a dryer.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, I don't like. I'm like, why is it hard? Like, that should not be. I don't know. I don't want to have to be like, I live in Italy, but I don't have a dryer. Ugh, that would annoy me.
But it's so nice. You could just hang it outside.
Hang it out on this side.
It's like a whole vibe.
Yeah.
I was in Florence and in Venice.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, people do hang their stuff outside.
Right.
But everything's real
nice. But
it was
nice. And I'm not, obviously, I'm just not moving anywhere internationally. But if I would, I probably would do more of a Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's still a little bit American. A little bit, almost.
Just the Gulf of America is right there.
Exactly.
The hop, skipping, and swim.
And it's hilarious because I would live in an expat community. And they'd be like, girl, why did you just stay in Texas? I'm like, I don't know. I should have. Literally no difference.
Gotta try it out. What?
Having a good time. I'm a realtor. I bought some real estate.
Exactly. I have thought about becoming a realtor because I did do property management for a long time. But property management and real estate is very different. I still think that you have to, there's a level of pride you need to take in either position because you're helping somebody find their home. That's a huge deal. That's the most money you're going to spend on anything. It's your biggest bill of the month. It's a huge deal to help somebody find their home.
It is.
And I know you, as a realtor, take it very seriously.
Very. It's fun. It's crazy. The people are crazy. The things you run into is not for the weak. And it's not super easy money like everybody always thinks. They always think realtors all rich. No, we're not.
No, that's why they're working all the time.
Yes, all the time.
Because you don't get paid until the house is
the house is sold and done. And
there's certain places where it's every scale is different.
Right.
But
right.
Your bulk of your money is coming when you sell the house.
When the house is closed and funded.
And there's a lot of fees involved.
Oh my gosh, the fees.
And y'all, for the love of Ramelle, do not schedule anything through Zillow. Don't do it. It's not good for your realtors.
I don't. It's okay. I don't take those referrals anymore. Those calls anymore. I don't. With Zillow,
if you were on Zillow and you're having a difficult time finding a decent realtor, that's why. It's because they're taking all their money.
Zillow will take all. They're like, how much is the referral fee? 55%. 55.
For how many rounds?
Right.
How many times?
If you can sell and buy a home or 2 transactions, they'll take off the money. And then after that, they'll be like, fine, that's your lead.
You've earned it.
Right.
But selling 2 homes of the same people?
Yes.
And that's a good client right there.
Girl. But anyway, we're not speaking that into existence anymore.
Just if you are looking, don't go through Zillow.
Don't go through. Just go through me.
Yeah.
I'll help you find somebody if I'm not in the area.
Exactly. I do love that about realtors because our friend Camille from Dave, you guys I
have a listing because of her.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's great. I like relationships like that.
Yes.
Because you are going to know your own area better.
Right, for sure. And you have to drive and you don't want to. I've had to drive to this listing's house several times to because it's been windy, so the sign fell down, and I had to secure it, and I had to do other things, and come pick this up and drop this off, and So you don't want to be doing that if you're 2 hours away,
right?
The hell. So
yeah.
Anyway, so yes, concludes our segments in realtors and pop culture.
There you go.
There you go. You are now more informed. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
But holler at me if you need to talk real estate.
Yeah, do that.
Yes. So, girl, what you into, girl?
I discovered Black Shower Tok.
Oh, not the Black Shower Tok.
I have never been so exfoliated and soft and smelled good in my life.
Hey.
I need to get an African net sponge, apparently, the kind with the ties in it that has a little thing through the TikTok shop. Can't get it through Amazon. It's got to be TikTok shop one.
Okay.
But it's a whole it's a whole thing. Some people get very serious with it, and like you layer your scents, and you do it in this order, and you exfoliate twice, and you get your crack in your toes and you're behind your ears, and I mean everything can get smelly.
Yeah.
But I mean it's been eye-opening because I have not been exfoliating my entire body as much as I should. And now that I'm like, oh, I see.
It feels nice.
It does. So I was missing out and I didn't know it. So Black Shower Tok has been
very nice,
very delightful. And then I enjoy my showers more because I'm not just like, get it out. I'm like, and this is step 1, and this is step 2, and now I'm gonna shave, and I'm gonna, and then I smell and feel good,
and then you can go to sleep nicely. May I just say, I'm gonna take this time to say how much I think the importance of taking a bath at night is, or shower at night. Like I feel like when you really think about like your overall health, like not just like, oh, I smell good and I can go to sleep and feel good. Like if you always take a bath before you go to bed, like think about how many times you're like not contaminating your sheets and you're like rinsing off nastiness, rather than like if you just like or like germs and viruses, rather than if you just go to sleep, you're like sitting and stewing in it. And then the overall, like your skin is an organ. And if you take care of that organ, I feel like a lot of your other things are going to be like, you're not going to be like in perfect health, but like I feel like it's a start to perfect health, to good health. Cause like you're taking care of that one organ and I don't know, like the more and more I think about it, I'm like, you gotta take a bath at night. Even I'll do both because I work out in the morning. So after I work out, I'll go ahead and take a real quick shower so I'm not, thinking. But at nighttime, you've got to.
Quincy takes a bath every single night.
Yeah, my kids too.
All of us do prefer night baths.
Yeah.
We're not morning bath people. I used to be a morning shower, and we don't take baths. Every day take showers. But I used to be a morning shower person because I liked the way that my hair was better. Like, washing my hair in the morning.
Right.
But then I'd be like, I didn't want to do all that. So I would still take a shower at night. But then I would just throw my head over the sink and wash my hair in the morning.
Right. Yeah.
But now I only wash my hair like 3 or 4 times a week because I'm like, I'm grown and I know how to take care of my hair better.
Right. But yeah, I think it's just better. I'm gonna advocate for it.
Yeah.
Do it. Take a bath at night. Just a quick bath. Just quick. You don't have to be like, just quick. Rinse all that day off of you. All the outside off of you.
Wash your face. Put on your moisturizer.
Yeah, and don't get in the bed with your nasty feet. If you think about it, get out my bed with your nasty feet. If you haven't bathed, those nasty feet off my sheet.
Nothing is better than Sunday after you have fresh sheets on the bed and you've taken like the everything shower and your legs are all clean and you get in and you're like,
there.
with your feet.
Yeah.
So good.
Right. Yes.
Good stuff.
Okay.
All right. What are you into, sis?
Oh, okay. So y'all know that I am I don't go to the gym. I love a good home workout. I love Beachbody. And I'm always doing like the girls, like the Autumn Calabrese. Is that how you say her name? Calabrese? I don't know. And Megan Davies. And I'm always doing the girlies, but I saw something. I'm part of a group and they said like, do Dig Deeper by Shaun T. I had never done a Shaun T workout. All this time it's crazy. He got famous doing the hip hop abs back in the day. And so I did a Shaun T Dig Deeper. It is just delightful. Aww. He's fun. He's funny. He's kind of corny, but I love a good cornball. Yes, but he's just happy and he cusses though. But he does cuss, and it's funny because the other girls don't cuss. But I feel like you should be able to. We're working out. Sometimes you're like, I've cussed out. Like I've been like mad at Autumn because Autumn is extra sometimes, and I'll be like, fuck Autumn, like. God damn, but I do it. But sometimes you just gotta cuss during the workout.
Have you seen that TikTok? And it's this lady. She's just got done with a workout, and she was like, "We have, I think her name's like Carol or Melissa or something." She's like, and every time that something is hard, Carol will be like, "Woo!" And so I'll be like, "We're gonna do 50 burpees," and here's Carol. Woo!
Yes.
And she was like, and at first she's the only one wooing, but then she's like contagious. And by the end of it, and be like, all right, we're gonna do this many of this. Woo! And she's like, it's so contagious.
Yes. So you
but I mean, you could cuss a little too. Cussing is just words.
Yes.
It's just you just use them in the appropriate situation.
When you're working out.
Yeah.
When you're like, damn it, I didn't want you to say another set. But okay, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, let's go.
Yes.
Let's fucking go.
Yes, exactly. But he's so fun. I've been having a delightful time.
Nice. I need to get back. I took a little pause on my focusing on my health and ready to get back to it.
Yes. I heard something that was so funny. Okay, because over 35, women over the age of 35, like you need to start to lift weights or whatever to help your bone, because you start to lose bone and you get shorter and all that good stuff. So you need to lift weights. And someone said, I think it's so funny because a lot of women are like, yeah, but I don't want to get big. I don't want to get big. And it's so funny because you're like, do you know how much work, like Shaun T is in his bodybuilding phase right now. And like, he does this for life, but he has to be so precise.
Yeah, you gotta like macros and having a protein.
You don't accidentally just become like a bodybuilder. Like, calm down.
Right, you have to lift very heavy weights.
Like, ma'am, get those 10 pounds and do some squats.
Right.
And calm down. Like,
grow with
I
Joe.
don't want to get big. Like,
okay, big swole.
Like, ma'am, we're just trying to make sure your booty don't sag. That's all. You need to calm down. You can lift heavier. Like, I thought that was so. I never really I was never one of those people who was worried about that. But when you do hear it, like trying to convince somebody, I thought that was a great thing. Like, do you know how specific these bodybuilders have to be?
So for real.
Yes, like
nobody accidentally got too muscular.
And now I'm a bodybuilder.
Look at this. Look at how terrible I look. What am I supposed to do with all this?
They told me that I'm 37 and I have to start lifting weights. The podcast told me. Now look at me.
Now I can bust through walls like the Kool-Aid man. Is this what you wanted? Are you happy now?
Good stuff.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your workout.
I am. I really am.
Maybe we should start a new. I need to be a little inspired. Maybe we should start a new challenge or something.
Okay.
Soon.
Let's do
what do y'all think? Let us know.
Yes.
Want to do a challenge? I'll have a good challenge.
Yeah. I think we haven't done one in a while. Probably should.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a 5-day. I mean, not like a. I didn't mean like a 30-day.
Yeah.
And then like maybe 3 to 5 activities, something like that.
Yeah. What do y'all think?
You're probably right.
But we'll have something by the next one.
Yeah.
All right, girl. Are you ready for Triple
I'm
Dipper?
ready.
So, because we've been talking about real estate stuff, our Triple Dipper is our top 3 favorite real estate or realtor references in pop culture.
Yay!
Do you have any honorable mentions?
Oh, I do. Oh, okay. So I mentioned it before. So on HGTV, I love lakefront or beachfront bargain hunt. Those are because those are like lakefront houses or beachfront houses that I could afford one day. They're not like $1 million. Like, oh, it was only $250,000. Okay, you'll be able to get me a beach house pretty soon. All right, I can do that. And then million. What is it? The dream home, the lottery, my lottery home, whatever.
Yeah.
Because the agent on there is so cute. The host, David or whatever, he's all tied it up. He's super cute. Always dresses funky. And it's funny, and I love it. And it's fun to watch him interact with like the straight guys on there, because either the guys are really just like really comfortable, and they're just like David, or they're like you can tell they're not, but they're like, but David's cool.
But I have no problem.
Yes. But yeah, that's a fun show to watch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you have any?
I don't.
Okay, girl. Well, let's hear your number 3.
I Love You, Man.
Yay!
I love that movie. Sydney Fife is Paul Rudd's character, and no, Peter Clavin is Paul Rudd's character, and Sydney Fife is Jason Segel's character.
Jason Segel.
Paul Rudd is just so awkward, and like him trying to go out and find friends, and like Paul Rudd can do anything and crack me up. Like, that man just has my heart. But yeah, that was a good one. It's a fun. You definitely should go back and watch it.
I do. I need to. I think I had like when you told me, I was like, no, but then I'm like, no, yes, I do remember. So I think I've seen it once. That's it.
Nice. Yes. Check it out. All right, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Good Deeds. It's the movie or the show with Lisa Kudrow and Ray Romano.
I heard about that.
It is really good.
I want to watch it.
It's really good, and it's them selling their house. Lisa Kudrow and Ray Romano are a couple, and they're trying to sell their house. And it's so funny because the realtor is like extra. Like, first of all, he's really comfortable with them because he said some things, and I'm like, I would never. But like, very comfortable. And then two, like they stay in the house. Like when they have showings, they're in the house, and it drives me nuts. If you're selling your house, leave. Get out during the showing. Leave. I know it's very inconvenient. I know, but that money in your pocket is going to be very convenient. Mm-hmm. So you can just have a moment of inconvenience.
Yeah, tell mama and them not to come over.
Yes.
Y'all go peruse a thrift store.
Yes, because you're going to say something. Something's going to happen. And then the buyer's going to talk to you, and you're going to accidentally be like, yeah, and you know, the crack in the attic, yeah, we had it fixed when one's in and then the buyer's agent's going to come back and use it against you.
Yeah, because I would say some dumb stuff like, oh, that sliding door just sticks in the summertime. It's fine in the winter.
Mm-hmm. And then me, if a buyer's agent, I'm going to be like, yeah, we want this, and this, and that door fixed that we didn't know about, but thank you for telling me.
And I want to make sure the foundation's good. Mm-hmm. Again.
So, yes. But that was it was a good series, and I mentioned it because there was a realtor in it, and it revolved around them selling their house.
Nice. Nice. Mm-hmm. All right, my number 2 is Shameless.
Oh, yes.
Because Fiona buys the laundromat, and then she sells the laundromat and buys the apartment. Mm-hmm. And then she gets in cahoots with that guy. Yeah. And then she gets a little screwed over. And then she left the show forever because she was ashamed of what this man did to her. And that's why they call it the show Shameless.
Yeah. That man did to her. Are you talking about on the show?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
remember there was that one guy and he helped her sell the house, but like he ended up screwing her over,
and they were going to go in together on something.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And then she left the show. Yeah. But I also did learn a lot about gentrification from that show.
Yeah.
Because I think that was a really good message that, you know, probably got looked over because of all the Gallagher shenanigans.
Yes. And you know what? Speaking of gentrification, all this time I was always mad at Laura Miller, who's not the mayor, for not letting the Cowboy Stadium into Dallas. Remember? But a big part of that was because of how many people would move out. Like, think about like in South Dallas and stuff. How many people would have been pushed out of their homes? And I was like, when I heard about that, I was like, oh,
I guess there's multiple sides to the argument.
I stand correct.
I will take that into consideration next time.
Yes. I'm sorry, Laura Miller.
I'm not.
That makes sense.
But also,
yeah. Okay.
What's your number 2?
Oh, my number 2 is Bill Duffy in Modern Family.
Hey,
because of course he's just a lovable.
He is very lovable,
fun guy. Who doesn't want to be? I decided that I would like to be married to a Phil Dunphy in my next marriage adventure. I'm not gonna get married, but you know,
if it were to happen,
yes. But just like get you a nice, fun, goofy guy who doesn't realize that he's really cute and handsome. That guy, wherever he is,
whoever you may be,
whoever you may be, sir. I would like to be your girlfriend.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, you ready for my number 1?
Let's hear it.
Beetlejuice.
Oh yes,
Jane Butterfield, realtor, cousin to Barbara Matlin, and mother of little Jane Butterfield.
And she sold this house several times, right?
And then there's the ghost in the attic, and everybody comes, and it's so good. Oh. Good old Beetlejuice.
And she had a lockdown on the neighborhood market. Cause I remember she said that she sold all the homes in the neighborhood. And I'm like, shit, get locked down.
Yeah.
She's got it on the marketing that. She seemed like she was one of those good realtors like that.
Yeah.
Like very aggressive. Like passive aggressive.
Yeah. Like, passive aggressive.
Like you're like, I think we just agreed to sell our house. I didn't know. Sorry, I accidentally signed the papers. She was asking me about
I don't know what happened. Little Jane Butterfield got me distracted.
She started talking about the PTA and cookies, and now I gotta make 36 cookies, and we're selling our damn house.
And now there's ghosts singing the La Bamba in the living room.
But Bob,
I know, I can't remember the name.
Like what?
Yeah.
Jumping the line.
Yeah.
Extra money on time. Okay. That one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my number one is, and I use this as a reference all the time when I'm talking to my buyers about like taxes and other factors that go into you buying a house, but it's Friday after next.
Nice.
So if you remember on Friday after next, like, okay, so Day Day's dad, Uncle Elroy, he won the lottery, paid cash for the house, right? That's great. You don't have to worry about payments anymore. Or do you? You do.
You do.
You have taxes. And whenever you do monthly payments, you're paying your taxes. Like whenever you have a loan, you're paying them. So you're fine. But whenever you don't, whenever it's not an escrow, you have to remember to save up for your tax bill. And if you don't, I mean, you can go for a little bit, but after a while, you can get foreclosed on that home for taxes. So that's what happened on the movie. He was getting foreclosed on the home because he forgot to pay his taxes. Like he spent all that money and then forgot. So the whole movie they're trying to hustle to make. And in the state of Texas, I don't know how it is in California because they have state taxes, but we don't have state taxes in Texas.
Right.
But they get your money either way. So that's why our property taxes are so high. So our property taxes can be like, depending on where you live, like $8,000 to $10,000 a year. I think where I live is like $4,000 to $5,000, just depending on where you live. That's how many. So can you imagine getting a bill when you pay cash for a home and like $10,000 every year? So you got to make sure you save for that. So
plan ahead.
So I always am telling. So whenever I'm talking to people about buying homes and lending, I'm like, you don't pay your taxes, like especially if they're buying with cash. I just remind them like, make sure you pay your taxes because remember on Friday after next, don't be Craig and Day Day and Uncle Elroy trying to fight the streets, looking for some cash so they don't get foreclosed on. Don't do it. Pay your taxes.
That's right.
And get on the plan. The IRS don't care. They put you on the plan. They just want their money.
They do. They just want their money.
And you think that they would have enough already? Like all the things that they tax us on, and they still are like.
And then it like gets taxed a million bajillion times. Like once you buy a house, the taxes don't stop
unless you're a vet. That's literally the only way. Veterans, which thank you for giving them a break. God dang it.
At least them.
Yes.
Let's get some nurses and teachers and those folks on board too.
You know what? I never thought of vet because if you use a VA loan, you don't have to pay taxes. But once your loan is up, do you have to pay taxes? I never thought about that. Like let's say you pay off your home, does it go back to? I don't know. I have to ask a lender about that. But yeah, if you're a vet, please. I'm always like, vets, take advantage of the VA loan. Is a great incentive. Do it. Do it.
If you can do it.
No money down, no PMI, no tax. Well, depending on your disability, some people don't have to pay some. But anyway, I didn't mean to go off on that.
Well, girl, you got anything else for this one?
No, girl.
This was fun. There was a lot of pop culture real estate stuff.
Yeah. So holler at your local realtor if you have questions about anything about buying or selling your home, about taxes, about lender. They can steer you in the right direction.
And like daydream about getting your home too. Like just because you're not ready to buy a home doesn't mean that you can't be getting ready to buy a home.
Leslie, I didn't ask you real quick. What would your dream home be like?
Ew, I would have like mid-century modern or like farmhouse style with like big windows. And then I would like it to be like backed up into like nature, like maybe a creek or
in Dallas.
Woods.
Is that where your ideal location?
I guess I envision Dallas. I don't. It doesn't really matter where, but everything. I'm like my whole family's here.
It's in Dallas. Yeah.
I don't know. I've been spending more time in Fort Worth, and I do like it out there. It is nice.
No, you can live there. We figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Yes,
but it is. Fort Worth is way different than Dallas. Like it is a lot less pretentious. It's way less busy. Like it's a way more like the Panther City aspect of it. Like I'm understanding. Like it is way more laid back.
Right. No, I think that's one of my favorite things about being a realtor is knowing the demographics and that like different descriptions, or what am I, that dynamics of different
Each
places you go,
neighborhood
and different counties and different this, and this is more of this, and that's fun. I like
because
knowing
like in like the DFW Metroplex, the more like closer you get out to like Rockwall and like Garland and out there, that's like a lake town. Like it's very much a lake feel, but you're 25 minutes from downtown.
Right.
So DFW is very eclectic.
It is very eclectic. It is. So, and then you can go like 45 minutes to where I want to be and be in Wood. That's where I would like to be. I'd like to be in Wood.
Yeah, I'd like to be near water.
Yeah, I want a pool.
Oh, a pool would be nice. My dream house does have a pool.
Yeah.
And an outdoor shower and bath.
Oh, okay. And then this is one of my favorite features. This is because I'm not a big fan of 2-story houses. I think they're overrated. I think that people, like I feel like whatever you need is on the opposite floor. If you're downstairs, then what you need is upstairs, and if you're upstairs, what you need is downstairs all the time. So I don't want a 2-story home, but I want a 1.5-story where that second floor, all it is just a big like room, like a big media room.
I like it.
There's like a bathroom, so like when we send the kids upstairs and they can go, and it'll be like a playroom, media room. They'll have all kinds of stuff. They'll have a bathroom. They don't have to come downstairs.
Yeah,
they can go up there and eat. Go.
Yeah,
yeah. So that'd be the only thing that I would want up.
I could go for that.
Yeah. But then
I don't need multiple story homes. Some kid on the playground asked Quincy the other day, "How many stories is your house?" And I was like,
"You know what? Whenever you were a kid, you thought that having 2 stories meant you were so rich."
I did, and then I was like,
"Yeah, I think
5
all kids
stories,
right?
17 stories. Tell her you live in a 17-story house."
You're like, "Stop being so pretentious, bitch."
And then I'm like those people. It's like me.
Right.
The problem is me. All right. Well, I'm Leslie.
And I'm Ramelle.
Make sure you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and YouTube.
And follow your girl, Ramelle the Realtor, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
All right. See you next week.
Bye.
Woo, woo, woo.